The red lights on. We're supposed
I'd say
to
so.
Red lights are on.
Welcome to episode 387 of the Cigar Hustler podcast. Hello, Michael.
Yes. Michael, how are you, sir?
Fine. How are you?
I'm very excited about today.
Good.
Oh.
Because today we are officially announcing that we are about to launch.
Wait, officially announcing we're about to do something?
Yes.
Not the official launch yet.
We're very close
to officially announcing
that we're about
that
to
we
launch.
might do something.
That we're going to launch our merch store.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm waiting on Mr. Palmer here to open up a bank account. Once
Done.
that happens, it's done?
Done.
Oh, he's ahead of the game here.
Oh, boy. We might be ready to go come next week
Why in a whole nother week?
when we announce it at the show.
We at the show? Oh,
On the show.
I thought maybe we were going somewhere.
Yeah, at the show, on the show.
Oh.
Yes. So we built one shirt.
Did you build a shirt?
Yeah. It's limited production. It's 50 shirts total. That's it. Very excited. We'll see how it goes.
Various sizes.
Various sizes.
Are you wearing the shirt next week?
I will be wearing the shirt.
Oh.
As long as we get it all ironed out, yeah.
But we only got the small.
That's the size
I'll
he
make
likes
it
to
work.
wear.
I'll make it work.
Also on June 22nd, we're having a beer tasting upstairs in the lounge. Ziggy is back. Siggy? Siggy is back, and he's going to do a beer tasting with dark beers. You can buy tickets upstairs. Go to the Facebook page for the shop for more information.
People have a lot of fun with those beer thingies.
They do. He's not doing it as a class. He's doing it as a tasting this time.
Okay.
Changing it up a little bit.
Nice. Something a little different.
Right.
Okay. And what else you got? Anything else fun and exciting going on?
End of the month, we have a Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust event with Miss Edka. Edka is back.
Okay.
That is on the 30th, I believe it is, the last Friday of the month.
And what are we doing for the Patreon?
I don't know yet.
You don't know?
No. I imagine a Tatuaje cigar.
Ooh.
We
He's
just got those in.
He's smart.
I don't know which one, because the one with the red dot we've done before.
We're gonna review a Tatuaje.
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 Like
That's how you pronounce it.
Altatatus or whatever.
Altatatus?
Yeah, the way that Mr. Roy likes to say it.
Altatatus.
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 Did you see he stuck out in the middle of the ocean somewhere?
Who?
Fred Rui.
Is he?
He's not really stuck. He's on some world-round cruise thing or something.
Let's live his best life, that Fred.
He's in the publishing business now. So, you know, a lot of free time in publishing.
Is that how that works?
Well, you can only publish a magazine once a month. What do you do the other 29 days?
Floating a boat, I guess.
Apparently.
Live your best life.
Putting together content. Maybe he's drawing those great little cartoons that are in the back of the Cigar Press magazine.
I feel like we're in some type of publishing. Is this publishing? Is this
Technically, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you publish an episode every week.
Yeah, we publish 2 episodes every week.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. And yet here we are. No boat.
No boat. No cruise.
No boat.
No cruise.
Yeah.
Sitting in a private studio or a private lounge.
Living our best life.
Not our best life, no.
All right, well, tell me the topics, buddy. Let's go.
All right, we're going to break down the headlines that people are talking about, the ones you didn't see coming on this episode. The trade war may finally be cooling off. U.S. and China have agreed to drastically slash tariffs in a historic move that could ease inflation fears and reset global markets.
Oh.
We'll unpack what this means for you and your wallet and the world economy.
Okay.
Also, Siri is spying on you.
Yeah.
I've heard
A
this.
$95 million Apple settlement could have your name on it.
Get your checks.
We'll tell you how to check and see if you're eligible. And then we have sports with Boots. We have cigars, courtroom drama. Boots has the latest football buzz.
Oh.
Luxury world of new limited edition cigars from Avowed, Maria Lucia, and Perdomo. Plus the fiery legal battle over the Cohiba trademark just took a dramatic turn.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Things are heating up.
That's all you have to say. Uh-oh.
And I got one social media thing too. Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness, because I looked, couldn't find a damn thing.
Oh, I got a
That was
good
it.
one.
All right.
It's a doozy.
Oh, okay, then stick around. It's going to be a packed episode. Let's get into it.
Right.
I like the do-do-do-do. That was nice. Trade war has an end in sight. The U.S. and China said Monday that they have agreed to slash reciprocal tariffs as the world's two biggest economies seek to end a trade war that has fueled fears of inflation and recession and disrupted financial markets around the globe. Well, I guess that's better than what you said before.
Well, what else you got? Is that it? Oh, hey.
No, we're supposed to stop, and then you comment, and then I keep going. That's the way you said you wanted the show to
Oh,
work.
I'm sorry. Well, I don't have anything to say at this current time because you didn't really hint towards anything. And
Yeah,
Well, because you came in and sat down, there was no time to go over the show.
See, here's the thing. I walked into the studio today, and I'm going to tell you right now, Mr. Palmer was very aggressive, extremely violent.
You were late again.
I was late.
You were late.
I'm sorry for being late.
Well, we were supposed to have time to do the pre-show before the show.
I apologize for my lateness,
That's all right.
but I'm here now.
Yes.
I have no
And
excuse.
I'm trying to run the show like we have planned, and you're fighting me tooth and nail. Every step of the way.
Okay, I'm late.
You're
I
fine,
don't know how
you're
many
fine.
times you want me to say I'm sorry.
You're fighting me every time.
Okay, I'm okay.
All right, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent told reporters that two sides had agreed that tariffs would come down by over 100 percentage points.
Oh.
The U.S. will cut. I'm sorry. Would you like to talk? If anybody would like to talk, well, I'll just stop and people
No,
can
keep
talk
going.
because we want people to
Do you
talk.
see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Look,
No,
let's see-
I was
see the aggression?
encouraging him to speak. Normally he doesn't, but if he would like to, that would be great.
No,
What do
you
you
just
think
said-
it is?
you
What do you think it is, Boots? What
I don't know.
did you know? Like,
I'm not commenting.
did he wipe his ass and he got like some paper towel, some toilet paper stuck in there or something?
Maybe there was no toilet paper. He had to do with paper towels.
Did he find himself pooping and then he was out of TP?
Yeah.
This
Maybe he had to
morning?
do it with his hand and then wash it. Who knows?
And that set him off today?
Maybe.
In the wrong direction?
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? I'm going to choose violence today.
I had a rough wiping this morning.
Yeah.
And now I'm mad.
See, I don't know to keep reading it because I don't get to control the camera, so I'll just sit here and let them talk back and forth.
Maybe he woke up this morning, gave his wife a kiss, wished her happy Mother's Day, and she just like smacked him across the face or something.
Yesterday was Mother's Day.
Yeah,
What was your Mother's Day today?
I don't know. It's a happy continuation. Every day should be Mother's Day, Michael.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
What do you think it is, Boots? What do you think?
It's definitely a combination of all those.
Yeah. It's probably the
Definitely
TP,
everything.
slapping. Okay. All right. Well, if you're ready to proceed, Michael, we're all in a happy mood over here. We would like you.
Oh, yeah, you get to leisurely just take your morning and just show up whenever you want
We
to.
would
I'm
like
sure you're in a
you
great
to
mood.
join us in this happiness.
Oh, okay. Well, the U.S. will cut extra tariffs it imposed on Chinese imports in April to 30% from 145%, while Chinese duties on U.S. imports will fall to 10% from 125%. The new measures are effective for 90 days. Both countries represented their national interests very well, Bessent said. We both have an interest in balanced trade. The U.S. will continue moving forward to that. The deal comes days after the Trump administration announced a deal with the United Kingdom. Bessent and trade representatives Jameson Greer began meeting with their Chinese counterparts in Geneva on May. President Donald Trump later that day hailed great progress, describing the discussion as a total reset and saying the two sides agreed on many issues.
Well, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
30% and
We're-
10%.
Right. I'm surprised the Chinese went lower for our end.
They're supposed to.
Yeah, that's what this whole thing was about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but the Chinese, with wanting to save face and everything, I mean, they've just now said, you guys are better than us.
I don't think they said that we're better than them.
I don't think they...
They're putting a 10% tariff on our stuff. We're still keeping a 30% tariff on their
Yeah,
stuff.
because we import more than we export to them.
Right.
So
Right.
that's how it's supposed to work. You know what I mean? So, like, let me give
Well,
you an
you'd think
example.
it'd be even. If we're charging them 30, they should be charging us 30.
No, because the numbers going in are not the same. I know that they're the same to you because, 2 billion and 6 billion are completely the same number. But that's not how it works. Like, let's say I sell life insurance, right? And you're a realtor, right? And I bring you 10 sales a year.
Right.
Like, hey, Palmer here, I got a person who wants to buy a house. I got a person who buys a house. One person buy a house, right? And you bring me every year, you give me just one person for life insurance, right? But I get 10% commission on bringing you a realtor, and
You're saying the
give,
dollar figure's the same on both sides.
and then you give me. I'm like, it comes to a point where I'm like, listen, I'm bringing you all this business. This isn't fair, right? So you either A, got to bring me more business, or B,
You gotta pay
I
more
want-
money.
Pay you a higher percentage.
I want a higher percentage commission.
So the dollars are the same.
right.
Gotcha.
And that's all they did. That's sounds like makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, it's a balance.
Like, look, we just got to even this
I
out.
understand now.
We can still do business. We can still operate accordingly, but here's what I want. I want it to be even, right? This is it sounds like it's a 90-day trial, but I think that's a step in the right direction. I think that's what everybody wants.
All right.
Right.
Right? What do you think, Boots?
Yeah, just move forward and make sure things are fair. It's a fair playing field, you know?
Yeah, do your best to keep the scales even.
For many years, it was uneven. It was all in China's favor.
Right. And who knows? Listen, I'm not, what the fuck am I? You know, like, I just think that realistically, it makes sense to me. Like, this whole approach, do you think it doesn't make sense? 30-10? You think that it should be 30-30?
Well, the way you explain it, yes. I mean, they're doing it on dollars, not percentage. So, okay.
Right.
They're keeping the dollars the same.
Right. Here's the amount that's coming in. Here's the amount that's going out. Like, the math doesn't math. Math ain't mathing.
Right.
Right? Okay,
Sure.
so even it up, baby. Right? I think that's good. You know?
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yes.
Market's happy today. Everybody's, back up. The stock market's almost
Almost back to normal.
where it was, yeah.
yeah, it's almost back to where it was at its all-time high.
Well, don't talk about it too loud because Siri is listening.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Tell us more.
Apple Siri eavesdrop on your call. Find out if you're eligible to be part of a $95 million settlement. Anyone who's owned an Apple device since 2014 may be eligible to receive part of a $95 million class action lawsuit, which accused the tech company's famous voice assistant of spying on users. The lawsuit, Lopez versus Apple, was filed in a California federal court in 2021 by users who alleged their private conversations were being recorded by their Apple device after unintentionally activating Siri. Although a settlement has been reached, Apple has denied the allegations made in the complaint, according to the legal notice obtained by USA Today. If you owned or purchased a Siri-enabled device and experienced an unintended Siri activation during a confidential or private communication between September 17th, 2014 and December 31st, 2024, you should read this notice as it may impact your legal rights, the legal notice states.
Okay.
According to the legal notice, iPhones, iPads, Apple Watches, MacBooks, iMacs, HomePods, iPod Touches, and Apple TVs are Siri-enabled devices. The lawsuit's FAQ page says a court hearing to approve the settlement is tentatively scheduled for August 1st. If the settlement amount is approved, those who claimed devices will be sent their part. The eligibility requirements are broad, but are open to anyone who has owned or purchased a Siri-enabled device since September 17, 2014 and December 31st, 2024. To opt in, you will swear under oath that you experienced an unintended Siri activation while having a private conversation.
I swear.
Right, that's all you have to do.
So it doesn't tell you the amounts?
It depends on the number of people.
So I was reading a clip off of NBC, and they were saying that it's going to probably amount to $20 per device, and you can only get up to 5 devices per person.
Yes, it's not going to be a lot of money. There's going to be so many
wait
people.
a second. So were
$100.
So were you reading a clip or were you watching a clip?
Oh, I'm sorry, like a clipping, like a news clipping.
So you're reading a small article clip?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wanting clarification there.
Yeah, it wasn't a video.
Okay. So you can get up to $100?
$100 per person, basically. Yeah.
Do you
That's what they're assuming the average is going to be because there's going to be so many people.
Yeah.
Right.
95 million, divided by 95 million people, everybody gets $1.
I mean, do you think your phone's listening to you right now?
Yes.
Oh, like when you go, like you and I talk about something upstairs. We're talking
Right.
about sneakers or something.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all the ads on my Facebook are sneakers.
Sneakers. Facebook's watching.
Yeah. Well, Siri told Facebook, or they're all connected or something.
Do you think your phone's listening to you?
Of course.
So what the hell is this lawsuit about? I don't know fully.
Somebody is suing because they shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's infringement on personal.
I assume the Alexas at home are
property, I
listening
guess.
too.
Yeah, my refrigerator is listening to us right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. Who knows?
Right.
I'd like 10 Kraft ice balls, please.
10 Kraft ice balls.
And they start shooting out.
Yes, Boots.
I mean, you've got an Apple Watch on. We all have iPhones sitting on these tables.
Right.
He's got an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
I've got an Amazon Watch. I'm going to be getting Amazon stuff.
These are smart lights.
Right.
Well, yeah. Well, plus they're cameras that are connected to the computer, which are connected to this. So
Right.
Turn to purple.
they see everything. They know everything.
Yes. Who are they?
That's the problem. We don't know.
We don't know who they are.
We don't know who they are.
They're the guys in the black suits with the black little
They have the little
Cuban
thing,
hats.
little
They got
thing,
Cuban
and they go
hats?
boop, and they flash you. And
The
you
Men
don't
in Black?
remember?
Yeah, kind of like
the
that.
Men in Black.
So they deal with the aliens as well.
Maybe.
So they deal with the aliens and Alexa.
Yes. They walk among us.
Have you ever asked your Alexa if they're recording you?
No.
What does it? I'm guessing you've done this.
Yeah,
This is why you're asking the question.
Sure. Sometimes it says no. Sometimes it says we only record when it's diagnostically important or something like that.
Right.
Like, how do you know when it's diagnostically important?
So
When we think you're saying something, when you start the sentence with "I want to buy."
And Alexa, she's so political.
it feels like it's diagnostically important right now.
Right. Exactly.
I
Ring
don't know.
doorbell. Ring doorbell sees everybody comes to your door.
Right. I threw out my Alexas. We abandoned them.
Why is that?
I just think they suck.
Oh, we use ours for playing music all the time. They're not connected to any lights anymore. We're going to move to a new house, and you never remember how to program those stupid little plugs.
Right.
So, you do it once, and then you've had it for 8 years. You go, I don't remember how.
I don't know how to do this.
I do this again.
We moved to Sonos.
Oh yes.
Oh,
The Sonos speakers.
Sonos is good.
oh, so you still have some system. You've just changed.
No, it's just speakers. It's just music.
But can you ask it to play the music?
I don't think I can.
So, like this thing in here is a Sonos, right? That's in the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Bluetooth, I think, type thing. You
Yeah.
can't say Sonos, play me country music.
But you can ask your phone to have Sonos play something on a speaker.
Oh, can
Yes.
Yes.
you? Oh,
Yes.
Have either one of you tried those Apple speakers, the little sphere-looking ones?
no.
I got to tell you, man, Sonos is pretty badass.
Yeah, I like Sonos.
I got an alarm set. Kids wake up. Right now, they're waking up to Eminem.
Oh, till I collapse?
Oh, you can do that with
8
Alexa.
Mile.
Oh.
If you
You could wake
one
to
shot.
music.
You can set an alarm on that?
Yeah. Yeah, we use the one, we have the big round one that looks like an eyeball next to the bed. That's what we use as an alarm clock.
So you're telling me that Alexa knows when you're,
I guess if it was pointed at the bed.
it's a speaker. It's got the mic.
Oh, it can hear. Yeah.
It's under its
I thought you meant
diagnostic.
it was
check.
watching. Yeah, that could be part of the diagnostic problem. Right.
After reviewing, Michael, you have sex once
That cramp
every
you get
3
in the
weeks.
back of your leg,
You
you would
should buy
stretch
this.
beforehand.
Michael, we are indicating that it
By
is
your
time.
watch, your rapid heart rate.
It is time for you to
you
make
okay?
whoopee.
I don't think they get to decide.
Well, they're knowing that they're recognizing the pattern, Michael.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're seeing that it's.
It's such a random pattern.
It's so random. I bet you that there's an algorithm,
Could be.
and Alexa knows it.
There's always
It's
an
very
algorithm.
possible.
There's always an algorithm
Always an algorithm. There's an algorithm for everything.
factoring in the menstruation. All right.
All right, next topic.
All right, now we have Boots trending sports with some football info.
Football info, which is interesting because it's basketball right now.
Not in Europe.
Oh, Lord.
Jeez. Okay.
All right, here we go.
What camera-
Hello, people.
Who are you on? Are you on me or him?
On you?
Yeah, go to him because
Go
you
back
guys are
to
going
him.
to talk sports.
All right,
not
I'm
gonna
him.
I like when you stare at him.
All right, I'm on him. All right. Conference League finalists Real Betis will continue their push for a Champions League spot in La Liga when they resume their domestic campaign at home on Osuna on Sunday night. Real Betis are currently sixth in the La Liga table, 1 point behind fifth place Villarreal. Did you pick this because everything was hard to pronounce?
That's correct.
While Osuna sit ninth, with the team very much in the mix for a European finish heading towards the final stages of the season. Manuel Pellegrini's side are therefore just one
Pellegrini's water
European
people.
victory away from securing some major silverware, but their focus for now will firmly be on La Liga as the team are in the mix for a Champions League position in Spain's top flight. The Green and Whites are currently sixth in the table, 1 point behind fifth place Villarreal and fourth place Athletic Bilbao. While they have already secured at least a top 7 finish in the division. Real Betis have been victorious in each of the last 3 La Liga matches. Beating season are against Rayo Vallecano, Atletico Madrid, and Valencia. The Seville outfit have not played Champions League football since the 05-06 campaign, so there is plenty on the line for the club in the final stages of the season, with a top 5 spot enough to qualify for the league stage of competition for the 25-26 season. It's
kind of long.
Almost done.
It was
Los
like 4
Rojillos
paragraphs.
have not played European football since reaching the semifinals of the UEFA Cup back in 2007. But they have very much been in the European argument with just 4 rounds of matches left to play. Osuna will enter this game off the back of a 4-2 defeat to Varil, but they have won 3 of their last 4 in Spain's top flight, overcoming Girona, Real Valladolid, and Sevilla.
What is European football? Is that soccer or is that rugby?
It's soccer, yeah.
Yeah, this is La Liga is soccer.
What a terrible topic.
The Pamplona outfit have lost each of their last 3 La Liga matches against Real Betis, including a 2-1 defeat in the reverse match early this season, while they were being 2-1 in the last visit on the Green and Whites in October 2023.
So how do you feel about Euro football?
The other soccer stories weren't even in English.
There's nothing in NBA?
There was nothing trending in NBA. Well, it was a Pacers.
So, okay.
Pacers played somebody,
They did?
but there was no story. It was just they played and it was a close game.
It wasn't a close game.
Was that the one? Hold on. Was that the one that had the lead at halftime?
The Cavs?
I don't know. I don't remember who it was.
So they were
blew them out.
Yeah, they were up by like 60 or something like that at one point.
The story was all about the coach, not about the game.
Oh.
Well, what was crazy is that there's a huge feud between Hunter on the Cavs.
Yes.
And I forget the other guy's name on the Pacers. I think it's Michaels or something like that. But what happened in the middle of the game is Michaels punched Hunter in the sternum.
Ooh.
Oh, that
and
was
backed up, and then Hunter went over and pushed him across the court, like almost a half court, basically. And Michaels got ejected. Hunter just got a flagrant foul. That was it.
For the punch?
No. Hunter was the one that pushed him.
Oh.
He got a flagrant foul for the push because of reaction. Mm-hmm. And then another guy got a flagrant for coming over and bumping him with his shoulder.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So how do you feel about European soccer, football, whatever it is?
The green and whites are going to win.
Do you think the green and whites are going to win? Who do you think is going to win? Boots?
Real Madrid.
You just read the whole article. I didn't hear Real Madrid in that conversation.
Yeah, they were in there.
I heard him mention Madrid.
Yeah.
Fake Madrid.
I thought it was fake Madrid, yes.
Yeah.
No, I mean these guys are not top performing teams. They're like middle class.
Oh.
Okay.
But soccer is really hard to follow for somebody that doesn't really know it.
Right.
Because you have so many different divisions.
Yeah.
You know, it's worse than basketball. You know?
So many divisions.
Oh.
Yeah, basketball, you've got like 4 divisions in the East.
Right.
You know, in soccer, you've got like 15.
So you think if I took the New York tour for Alcatraz and the Statue of Liberty, I'd be able to then fly over and make a football game?
Maybe.
Yeah? You think
Sure, there'd be time.
Think it'd be time?
Between the two.
Maybe be able to handle the whole...
You should probably do Alcatraz first.
Yeah.
And then Statue of Liberty, because
Yeah.
then you're already going that direction.
Right.
Otherwise, it's, Statue of Liberty over to Alcatraz.
Right.
You have to cross.
Even though they're both in New York.
Right.
Right. Yeah,
but they're not close to New York.
No, they're not close.
No. One is to the west of
The West in New York?
yes,
Yeah.
Western New York.
Mm-hmm.
Western New York?
Western New York. Way Western New York.
That was the best clip. I just want you to know.
Perfect.
I absolutely died laughing building that clip. Did you see the clip?
Yes, I saw the clip. I'm here to entertain.
Did you like it?
I'm here to
Yeah.
entertain.
Hey, listen, I throw myself under the bus too. I did the whole Toby Keith being dead thing and didn't know that.
Right.
Yeah. You're not alone. You
how'd
just
you
say a lot more dumber stuff
How'd
than
you
I
not
do.
know he was dead?
The ratio is like 1 to 10.
Perfect.
Maybe 1 to 5.
Okay.
1 to 8.
Sure.
I'll give you 7.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, are you about to move into cigar news?
Cigar news it is.
Okay.
You want to do your social
do.
media? All
I
right,
do.
let's
Okay.
hear it.
So listen, a little while ago we covered McAuliffe Purple, I think.
Yes.
Purple? Yes.
Yeah.
And we had the question of, does McAuliffe have a factory?
No.
Oh, yes.
And we thought no, I think we thought no.
I think we thought no. Yes.
And shout out to Dan Thompson, because McAuliffe does have a factory.
Apparently
Really?
so, yes.
Yes.
Yes, he has reached out to us.
Yes. And then he blessed me with this gem of a video
Oh, that's right.
showing McAuliffe in the factory. Like the guy.
Right. It's their factory video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we're going to go a little deeper into the video
Yeah?
Oh boy.
onto the Patreon. But we're going to scratch the surface here.
I didn't get past the man's introductory speech. I guess I should have watched more.
Oh my God. It is fantastic.
Oh.
He got so many things wrong in this video.
Oh, did he really?
And it bodes the question. Is he surrounded by people that just tell him yes? Or do people just want to see him mess up?
Right, because they could have edited his mistakes.
There was no editing these mistakes.
I know they didn't, but
Yeah.
they should have.
Oh my God. So the guy he's into the room where the tobacco is held.
Right.
That he called the Pilone room.
Okay.
P-loan.
But it's not, he didn't call it the Pilone room.
Oh.
He called it the Pylon room.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, mispronunciation.
Yeah. Oh, the Pylon room?
Yes.
Like that's not even close. There's
That's
a little,
close. Yeah, it's close to Pallone.
those are the orange squares
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
football.
but the spelling of the word, though, is very similar.
Okay, so you don't think that he should be surrounded by people, at least one person to say,
somebody should have said, cut.
hey,
Sir, it's Pallone.
it's Pilon.
It's
Yes, Pilon.
even if they just say the stupid American way, you go, it said Pallone, sir.
Well,
Right.
is the factory in America or
In the Pylon room. It was really bad. And then he was shaking the leaves.
maybe it is pylons?
Why was he
Almost
shaking the leaves?
died
Why was he
laughing.
shaking the leaves
And then
for?
he goes to smell them.
Well,
Oh, it
he's
was
trying to
amazing.
shake all the water out.
And he was talking about,
That's not how they dry them, sir.
he was showing the pairs. He's like, okay, so this person will load the filler. And then the next person just fills the wrapper.
Oh, nice.
He just hands it on over. Like, that's not how that works.
Even I know that's not how.
There's a press. You gotta what are we doing?
Perfect.
It was amazing. I highly recommend everybody go and watch the McAuliffe factory video.
On our Patreon.
It's on one of our links.
It'll be somewhere. It was an older video, though, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was epic. It was incredible. I think it's like 8 months old or something.
Oh, I thought it was older than
Yeah,
that.
no, it's relatively new, I guess.
Is that man still alive?
Yeah,
God bless
that's
him.
the guy.
Yeah, but I didn't know if he was still alive.
I think he's
Is that the guy with the toilet brushes?
That's
toilet
toilet
brush
brush gate. Yeah, that's the guy.
Oh, we have gone round robin here.
It's dude, pylons.
So you'll obviously cut it into the clip.
Oh, it's gonna rain pylons. This is the pylon room.
Pylons. Not so bad.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a big one for me.
We're right. I was just making sure you were done before I kept going.
Yeah, I feel good about that.
Yeah, you feel better.
Oh my god.
Oh, now that
I don't
you
know
have-
if Coop's talking to me or not. Yeah, like we're still.
We still don't know.
If he's back in Abu Dhabi or if he's back in the States, he hasn't called. So
Did you leave him a voicemail?
I know I called.
Yeah, but I mean, if he didn't, I don't know. Does he get notifications in Abu Dhabi?
He knows I called.
So that's what I'm asking. How does he know you called?
Put your headphones on.
Oh, doing
Call him right now.
Yes. Yes. This is it.
This is
This is it.
so excited over there.
Dawn headphones.
Wait, can you turn my speaker down? It's very loud.
Oh, is it?
I think I'm number 3.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
See?
The person you're trying to reach is not available.
He
At the
might still be in
tone,
Abu
please
Dhabi.
record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Okay. Coop, it's Mike.
Hey,
And Mike
Coop. It's also Mike.
on the Cigar Hustlers
Palmer.
podcast.
This is not Mike, but this is Boots.
And then Boots is
And
here.
Boots is here.
And we heard you're angry at us. So we wanted to call you. and
On
te-
the show. We're on the show.
We're on the show right now. And tell you that we love you. And don't be angry.
See what present you brought us back from Abu Dhabi.
I'm looking forward to your gifts. All right. So, hey, have a wonderful, safe trip. I hope you're back. I think you're back.
I don't think he's back. He went right to voicemail.
I don't know.
I don't think he's the roaming phone type of guy.
No? You think he's going to get Wi-Fi on the plane?
No, I don't think he's a Wi-Fi on the plane guy.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
Up
Bye.
at first class, I just give it to you.
Bye. Right, see?
That lets you record a long ass message.
Look, I called. I've called.
It is now documented.
I've tried to make amends.
He's just going to be like our Justin Andrews. We're going to call him every week. He's not going to answer the phone.
Now he's angry.
You could start releasing some of his phone number like you did with Justin Andrews.
That is how I got him to call one time.
Shout out to Mitch Smith, who still has part of those numbers saved.
All right, Avowed. Okay, cigar news. We're into cigar news now.
Yes, sir.
Avowed adding the vow. Higher calling later this month. When Avowed Cigar Company announced its launch in February, the company announced 3 debut blends, 2 regular production lines, and 1 limited edition, and teased a second limited edition for later in the year. This month, that limited edition will arrive at stores.
No way.
The cigar is a 6.29 higher calling. Oh, is the 6.29 higher calling. I thought it was some weird size.
Yeah.
A modified version of the company's regular production, the Vow 6.29 on paper. The blends are very similar. Both use an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper and binder over fillers that include Cotu Corojo 99, Criollo 98, Piloto Cubano, and San Vincent Tobaccos. What is San Vincent Tobacco?
It's very rare.
It's made by San Vincent.
It's extremely
All
limited.
the fillers are grown by Monica Kellner in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
And are described as higher priming tobacco.
Higher primings.
Like the regular production, the Vow 6.29, the higher calling, is a 6x50 Toro. What was different? They never said what was
It's
different.
a higher priming.
Higher priming.
It's a higher calling.
I like higher priming.
So that's the only difference?
Yes.
It is good.
I don't know. Keep reading.
The regular production of the Vow 6.29, the higher calling, is a 6x50 Toro. Each cigar is an MSRP of $20. $1 premium compared to the regular production line. So it's $1 more.
There you go.
It's higher priming.
And production is limited to 450 boxes of 10 cigars. The cigars were rolled at Kellner Cigars SAS and have been aged for 2 years, which the company says creates a creamier experience.
Ooh. A little more cream.
A little more cream in there that way.
Couple
Avowed
extra years,
says it will
a little more
ship the 6.29 higher calling during the last week of May. They still didn't say what the difference is, other than the $1.
It's a higher
creamier.
priming.
Yeah, but is that it?
Yeah.
and creamier.
That makes a big difference.
Does it? Is it
Higher
worth
priming?
$1?
It's
Yeah.
about the experience,
Yeah.
Palmer.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm paying for the experience?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the higher priming.
During the last week of May, with the aim to have it at stores prior to June 1st.
Don't you make fun of my avowed people. They're my friends.
I'm not. I vow not to make fun of them.
You vowed not to avow?
Yes.
Okay.
One of my favorite things about Avowed Cigars is that each of us are fathers, said Dave West in a press release. Most of the year is spent laboring to provide a better childhood for our kids, but on Father's Day, we slow down to take stock of where we are and how we got here and where we're going. Expect Avowed to release something truly special each year worthy of a Father's Day celebration.
So this is a Father's Day cigar.
It's a Father's Day series.
Apparently,
The high pairing.
the higher priming,
The higher priming.
not pairing, priming.
The higher priming pairing.
Higher priming cigar for $1 more is being released right before Father's Day.
That makes sense.
It's a Father's Day special cigar.
Do you think they sorted through it all in the pylon room?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's why it's $1 more.
Right.
The sorting.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and they have to change the name to Pylon
Yeah. The pylon.
to pay for it.
Maria Lucia Limited Edition PCA 2025 debuts at EE Cigars.
Oh, my goodness.
The Maria Lucia Limited Edition PCA 2025 from Constella, which includes Luciano cigars, is debuted at EE Cigars in Palm Beach Gardens. You all right over there? Keeping you awake?
I thought it wasn't called Luciano Cigars anymore.
No, it's still called
Constella,
Luciano.
which includes Luciano cigars.
Yeah.
Oh.
They now own the trademarks.
They now own him.
Yes. Until further notice.
And all his money and factories.
What money?
What money?
And
Allegedly.
Alleged money.
farms.
With the retailer getting the cigars exclusively for 30 days before it's shipped to other stores. Well, maybe not 30 days. Allegedly 30 days.
Allegedly.
The
So not
cigar
30.
debuted at the 2025 PCA Convention and Trade Show last month and is a modified blend from the original version that debuted in August 2022. Everybody's making the same cigars.
Well, okay.
With higher primes.
Yes.
Okay. So why do you think that is? Let me ask you. Why do you think somebody would take a brand and make it and replicate the name?
Ooh, I can't wait till he calls on
Replicate
me.
the name or replicated the cigar? Because they've done both.
Replicate the name of the cigar.
Same reason they redo a movie. Everybody's out of fresh ideas.
Everybody's out of boots.
Or
Wait.
Oh, he's going to take my answer
you
now.
didn't sell them all the first time.
There you go.
Oh, you think that's
what
what
I was gonna
happened? No, I don't think that's the case here.
No?
No, because
Modified.
the Maria Lucia was the greatest cigar that he made,
Yes.
Right.
and the reason why that was because he had Nica Sueño broadleaf,
Right.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Say allegedly. He don't have it anymore,
Oh, so that's a modification.
so there's no way that it's gonna taste the same.
He's got somebody else's broadleaf.
So that one pinged well. That one did good. People love that cigar.
right.
Right.
So you're gonna ride that wave, but you're gonna make something totally different, and it's gonna boop.
So you're going to use the same name
Yeah.
because they're the same rapper, the same.
Well,
band.
No, I don't. Oh, yeah, it's the same band. Well, that's my theory, at least, right?
Well, that's
It's
why
my theory.
he's also making it limited.
Yeah, but
That means people buy it faster.
he probably doesn't have that broadleaf,
Well, I'm sure he doesn't.
right? So he's making it with the same name, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because this limited gets a Mexican San Andreas Lajero wrapper.
Oh, so it's not. So it's not the same wrapper.
Yeah.
And a dual binder of Connecticut broadleaf and Ecuadorian grown Sumatra seed and a filler Brazilian Montefina, South African tobacco, and leaves from Nicaragua and Peru.
Wow.
So basically, it's not even close.
So it has nothing to do.
nothing to do with other than the name.
But it does have the same name,
Yes.
It's not even close.
right?
Oh.
So we made a cigar. Cigar does not have anything that is similar to the original cigar as far as
Right.
components.
Right.
And we sell.
All these tobaccos are from countries that'll still sell tobacco to Luciano.
Right.
So he's hoping that the
Allegedly.
name sells it.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's trying to
Well,
do.
yeah, right. Yeah. Like you make the world's greatest car, and the next car, you just call it the same thing. It's offered in a 6x52 Sublime Vitola, priced at $20, while boxes of 10 cigars are priced at $200. Production is limited to 1,000 boxes of 10 cigars, a total run of 10,000 cigars.
Can you think of any cigar that came out and then it came out again with a totally different blend that did better than its original run? Oh, go ahead.
Chromag.
Chromag's a good example. Chromag's a good example.
I know things.
Any other ones? Boots?
Don't you have one?
Me?
Yeah. Didn't the broadleaf? No.
No.
I don't know.
Palmer?
SPC.
Well, SPC comes out. It's new. It's a different blend every year. It's
Yeah.
specific.
Right, but it's the same name, technically.
16, 18,
Well, you
22.
just tweak the name. You modify
it's a
the
new
name.
year.
You modified the name.
I'm purposely making a new blend every year.
I understand that. But it's got the
nothing
same
on top of
name,
my
though.
head.
Same name.
Let's see. No, I guess the newer ones sell more than the originals did.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other anomalies? So you just mentioned two anomalies out of the same factory. Anybody else? Nothing? No Las Calaveras you thought did better?
I'm thinking. I know. I'm
don't have to
obviously
move.
familiar with the stuff out of our factory.
I don't
so-
want to bring up old stuff.
The original Las Cal was probably the best one. The OG.
Oh, the Anarchy came back out a second time.
Okay. Was it better than the first one?
I think it was the same thing, wasn't it?
the
Didn't they
same
say
blend.
it was the same thing?
Yeah.
I think they said it was the same thing.
Maybe I don't know.
So nothing?
No,
Chillin' Moose.
they
No,
make
I don't know.
different.
Jeez
Chillin' Moose
Louise. I don't
Shade, Chillin' Moose, and Chillin' Moose with the red one.
No.
I don't know. What? Why? What do you got in your head?
No, I was just curious.
Oh, okay.
I was just curious.
That's hard because lately people aren't really releasing what's in the cigar.
Right.
So
Undisclosed.
yeah, a lot of it's undisclosed, so you couldn't really tell unless you know the different.
Yeah, but if they're
wrappers
making
and all that.
but even if you didn't know the blend, but you knew the blend was different, and you came out with a cigar under the same name,
I guess. Well, maybe Room 101's.
which one?
Right. I mean, all his anniversaries, right? Are all
Well, they
different.
have different dates. 15th anniversary, 16th. Those are different.
Yeah, that's just the anniversary cigar.
Yeah. 75th anniversary.
He doesn't really give it like,
Yeah,
the
his are hard too.
Yeah.
the poo-poo anniversary. He's in France right now.
Is he?
Well, wasn't the
His
Hit
best
and
life.
Run redone?
Oh, the hit and run was Redux.
The Hit and Run was a Redux?
Yeah.
How was that?
I don't know.
I didn't like the second one.
Okay, so that didn't work.
Yeah, I like the
Okay.
first one.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Moving on to
Caldwell do one?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know anything.
Okay. All right.
Perdomo Legacy goes on sale.
Okay.
The Perdomo Legacy line, a trio of cigars that Nicholas Perdomo III created in honor of his father, Nicholas Perdomo II, has gone on sale at Two Guys Smoke Shop, which had the official launch earlier this week.
Dos hombres.
The line is centered around a new Cuban seed Cameroon seed hybrid, Cuban seed / Cameroon seed hybrid, that was developed by Perdomo and grown in the company's Finca Natali farm in Esteli, Nicaragua. You ever been to that farm?
No.
The company says that the mineral-rich volcanic soil created the perfect environment for cultivating a rich, flavorful tobacco that delivers a unique balance of strength, sweetness, and spice. All of the lines use it in one form or another, starting with the Perdomo Legacy Nicaraguan Shade Grown, which uses it as a wrapper. Underneath that is a Nicaraguan binder and filler. The wrapper undergo 10 years of bale aging.
10 years.
10 years.
Wow.
Followed by a minimum of 10 months of aging in bourbon barrels.
Okay.
It's amazing.
I mean,
so
10 years.
Almost 11 years for the cigar.
11 years.
Before the cigar can get rolled.
Well, I was going to ask a question.
Yes.
When was the last time that you guys know that Perdomo released a new cigar?
11 years ago.
Yeah, it was 11 years ago. They've been holding out this whole time.
The company calls this blend medium to full-bodied. And we have to wait 11 years.
11 years of age, and it's medium to full. It's not mild. Interesting.
For the Perdomo Legacy Ecuadorian, Connecticut, and Maduro versions, the hybrid leaf is used for the binder as indicated by its name. The Perdomo Legacy Ecuadorian, Connecticut used an Ecuadorian-grown Connecticut seed wrapper atop the hybrid binder and Nicaraguan filler. The wrapper also gets 10 years of age.
Oh.
So they must have a room they shut and only open it once every 10 years.
Don't touch it.
Don't go in there for 10 years.
Right.
This is a medium-bodied blend also because they're aging special aging. Described as smooth and creamy with subtle hints of spice on the finish. A Nicaraguan-grown Maduro leaf covers the Perdomo Legacy Nicaraguan Maduro. See, they named it that way so you would know what the wrapper was.
That way you can clearly see which one.
Clearly understand which one you're getting.
Makes sense.
The hybrid binder underneath that and the Nicaraguan filler making the core of the cigar. The wrappers are aged for
10 years.
There you go. But they get a minimum of 14 months in bourbon barrels.
Oh, switch up.
For aging like the Legacy. Legacy Connecticut. Its binder is the new shade-grown hybrid. It's medium to full-bodied with notes of semi-sweet chocolate and espresso on the finish, according to the company. All three blends are available in the same three sizes and price points. So we can zip past this a little.
That cigar had nothing but Connecticut and
Ecuadorian Connecticut Maduro, Ecuadorian Connecticut
Cuban seed hybrid. So how's that a medium to full?
I have no idea.
because of the 14 months in the barrels.
It's the aging.
The aging.
Okay.
It's all about the aging. They're all around $14. It looks like the Belcoso is $15.
So how long do you think it takes for tobacco to ferment in the pylons?
10 years.
6 months, right?
What do you think an ideal scenario is? From just
Generally speaking?
Yeah, generally speaking.
6 to 8 months, I'm going to guess.
6 to 8 months?
I'm guessing.
Yeah, I was guessing 6.
Okay.
What is it?
I think it's like 12 to 18 months
Oh.
is ideal.
We have faster tobacco boots tonight.
You got a faster one?
Yes.
Yeah, we get it from the
Magic tobacco from the top of the mountain.
And that's
thing.
without like kind of pressing the options of, cooking it.
Well, that's the pylon room. You're putting yours obviously in a Palone room.
So
completely different thing.
So you really think that it would take 10 years for like, what would it do?
No, I don't think it'll take 10 years. I think they've forgotten and left these in there.
You can't just leave it in there.
I don't think they were in there for 10 years at all.
I think they forgot.
You think it was sitting in a pilon for 10 years?
Jefe, we found cigar tobacco back here.
Look
It's
at
been
this.
there for 10 years.
Oh,
Look at the dates on there. We can barely read.
If you're not turning it, it would just decompose.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost all gone.
Yeah, the ones on the bottom here are horrible. We don't use those.
We don't use the one on the bottom. Sí, bueno.
Oh,
Sí, bueno.
Now you're Mexican.
I'm Nicaraguan. It's really hard not to be Chinese. Give me a break. Perdomo previously told Half Wheel that the Legacy's rollout will continue through May. Anyone who wants to carry it will need to take on all three blends in all sizes and 2 additional sizes of something else, and then commit to 17 more blends from sizes and cigars to be named at a later date. Blah, blah, blah.
Sounds about right.
That's about how Perdomo
Oh, my
works.
goodness.
Federal court rules for Cuba and General Cohiba trademark lawsuit. This is the big news of the week, gentlemen. This is it.
Wait a second.
Oh, this
Wait
is
a second.
it.
Wait a
The
second.
lawsuit is
Wait a
over.
second. So wait a second. This is the Cuba thing,
This is where Cuba is saying that General is using their name.
right? The lawsuit's over.
Lawsuit's over. Cuba has won.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait a second. In what clerk of courts did Cuba win?
Cuban.
In the Cuban one or in the
No,
United
in the American one.
Yeah,
Federal
really?
Court of Appeals.
Okay.
Oh, and a
Federal
federal
judge
court.
ruled against General Cigar Company, the company's lawsuit against Cuba Tobacco.
Right.
The latest chapter in a nearly 30-year-long legal fight over which company has the rights to own the Cohiba trademark in the U.S.
Okay.
Judge Leonie Brinkma of the U.S. District Court of the Eastern District of Virginia ruled in favor of the state-run tobacco company and General Cigar Company, Inc. versus... You all right over there?
Yeah. Let's crack my neck.
Oh, I thought you were having a seizure.
It's having a seizure.
And the General Cigar Company versus the Cuban Tobacco Company, a lawsuit filed in 2023 by General Cigar Company. The two companies are both engaged in the sale of Cohiba cigars. General Cigar Company sells the brand in the U.S., while Cuba's state-run tobacco business sells Cohiba in every other country. All of them.
All of them.
Since 1997, the two sides have been engaged in a legal fight that has spanned the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, multiple federal courts, and their corresponding appeals courts. There are a number of contested issues, but the central question of the particular lawsuit centered around, did General know about Cohiba making it a registered trademark before 1978? Did Cuban tobacco have trademark protection in Cuba?
And they did.
Would ruling against General violate the Cuban embargo's rule against transferring property?
Okay.
Brinkman's decision starts by quickly dismissing General's objection to Cuban tobacco's evidence, describing them as nothing more than boilerplate objections, simply citing the federal rule of evidence under which the objection is made, but not include any blah, 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 blah.
Okay. So
Brinkman-
what happens? So what's next?
There are two things that let... Oh, wait. Hold on. You made me miss something here. The judge... wrong way. Brinkman finds that the evidence suggested that General knew about Cohiba prior to registering the brand in 1978. There are two things that led him to this decision. First, the hiring of Justin Andrews was an obvious violation of any laws in Cuba. And two, the judge found that firing of Jack Tarano at the annual Christmas party was an extreme bad taste and should have been pushed back till after New Year's.
Oh.
Brinkman found that Cuban tobacco not only did change the mark, but also that no third party complained to the Cuban Secretary of Commerce, which would have started the process of canceling the mark. Because there were no complaints, the mark couldn't be canceled, and the Cuban tobacco enjoyed protection.
I'm calling Justin.
Oh, he's not going to answer.
Don the headphones.
He's not going to answer. If he answers, I'll pick up the headphones.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin.
What's going on, buddy?
I can hear a ring.
Your call has been forwarded to
There you
voicemail.
go. If he had answered the phone, he would tell you he's working on a new cigar project, the Cohibo, spelled Cohibo, 20% change from Cohiba.
It's masculine.
Just not available for comment, even though he was just in
I can
Florida.
hear, it's ringing again. I'm trying to call him again.
You got to keep calling until he answers.
Call one more time.
Yes.
Third time's a charm.
Your call has been forwarded to.
You think there's anybody that sits next to him? Is Matt Booth at the meetings?
Matt Booth is in France.
Matt Booth doesn't take the meetings.
He doesn't go to meetings. He's having a meeting with his wife and son right now over dinner by the Eiffel Tower. It's riveting podcasting, folks. It's the phone ringing.
Your call has been forwarded.
Can I keep calling until he answers?
Is there nobody
I
that?
like how we just pick up the headphones like that's the phone now.
Who's Justin who's Justin Andrews' handler?
Who's his boss? The guy's name is General.
That's his name.
General.
It's Shaq.
Jack? Jack's not his boss. They don't even work for the same
No,
company.
Shaq. Shaq
Oh,
owns
Shaq.
the General.
Yeah, Shaq. Yeah, the General. Right.
He's on a plane to Miami.
So he says.
So you get Texas?
So he can text? From Tampa? He was in Tampa. He's flying from Tampa to Miami?
Yeah. Oh, I was super busy. I'm on a plane.
It takes longer for him to drive to the airport, fly to Miami, get a car, and get out of the airport than if he just drove.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Davidoff's closing 2 stores in September, Brookfield Place in Houston.
Oh, really?
Davidoff has announced that it will close 2 of its U.S. stores, the River Oaks location in Houston and the Brookfield place in New York City. The company says it is opting not to renew either lease, but both stores will keep regular business hours until September. The Houston store is located, what difference does it make where they're located? Both the River Oaks and Brookfield place stores have been a treasured location for our valued clients, but they don't buy anything, so we're closing
So
stores.
we're going to close them.
Says Lana Frazier, head of marketing and retail for Davidoff Geneva. While we have made a difficult decision to close these 2 locations that don't make any money, we remain dedicated to serving our customers at our 6th Avenue, New York location. So if they would like to travel there from Houston to buy stuff, we would greatly appreciate
They're
it.
talking about the New York location, dude.
We're talking about both of them.
Yeah.
We also welcome our customers to shop with us online at davidoffgeneva.com.
Oh, there it goes.
Well, they've had that forever.
We sincerely appreciate the dedication and contributions of the River Oaks and Brookfield teams and extend our heartfelt gratitude to our patrons for their loyal support and not buying stuff.
Whoa.
The closures will shrink the number of company-owned U.S. stores from 4 to 2.
Well, we're in kind of interesting times, man. You know, how many people actually sit in a lounge and smoke cigars? And what's the number of people that sit and smoke at home?
I don't know.
Because I know, well, you feel that it's just a social thing.
What?
We talked about this before.
You made a comment in the past saying, well, it's social, even though you don't smoke necessarily around people.
Oh, the cigars.
Yeah.
Because they made some for people to smoke alone.
Yeah. So, if these
not
locations,
disturbed.
the lounges don't have a lot of activity, what do you do?
Well, the 2 that are staying open are franchises, not owned by Davidoff. So it makes you wonder if someone else knows how to run their stores better than they do.
I mean, maybe. There's something, there is definitely some value as far as partnering up with somebody who is ambitious and a visionary in any type of business. So you partner with these guys, you create a franchise, and if they're good at retail, they know how to succeed. They know how to pick the right spots. They know how to keep the right employees and all those things. What are you looking at?
The story is.
I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
I'm reading the thing on the
I
thing.
feel like you just left me alone.
1911 flagship stores in Brooklyn, Las Vegas, and Hollywood, Florida. But each of these stores is a franchise store, which obviously know how to run retail better than they do at corporate.
It says that?
Yeah.
Well, it does now.
It was added.
Oh, okay.
What do you think? Do you think that it's important to hire people that have that ability, or do you think that, major corporations just run on their own?
Yeah, no, you definitely have to hire people to do the visionary as well. I mean,
Do you know what sorry, Boots, I mean to interrupt. Do you know what was opened first, the original Davidoffs or the franchises?
No idea. I would assume that the original
You would think.
Davidoff
Those were open
was
first.
open first.
Not like the franchise are doing well, then they go, you know what, we're giving too much money away. Why don't we open those
right.
stores?
I don't think that was the case.
well, you get more money if you open franchises because you're not doing anything and they're just giving you money.
Well, it depends on your franchise deal. They're not making all the profits. They're just getting paid a fee.
Yeah, but I think that a lot of these companies, these organizations, this is kind of where they're failing, right?
Right.
Because they can make good cigars, or at least they have consumers for those cigars. They think that, hey, even we can cut out that retailer and replace them with ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
When in all reality, if you don't know anything about retail and you're not successful being a retail person, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure.
You would think if they were going to open a retail place, they would have hired someone who knows how to run one.
I think that the only way that you can actually succeed in that particular realm is by acquiring like an entrepreneur, right? A person that they don't have to put up the money, but they're going to become a partner with you to some degree, figure out what the sweat equity looks like as far as percentage and value of growth and ownership of the company, and give them the reins. As long as your vision is the same as theirs, then you should succeed,
Right.
When you don't do that, I think that's when you start to have these issues. I think that these guys are going in and saying, okay, we can just do this. Hire a person. All right, you're the manager. Okay. That just doesn't work.
No,
Right.
no, it doesn't.
You see it time and time again where they fail.
Right.
Your Casa de Monte Cristos, they've been revamping them, 75 times at this
Oh,
point.
right, yeah, they keep redoing those.
And they're in great locations where they should be, where a lot of them can sustain on their own without, someone, coming in. But if somebody were to come in and actually run the store and they made them a partner, I think that those things, like a franchise, the store would do probably 10 times better than what they're doing.
Yeah. And I think there needs to be I don't know if a lot of cigar places do this, but it needs to be training programs. I mean, any franchise, like I used to work for Papa John's, when I was younger, and a lot of them are franchises.
Right.
Very rarely is there a corporate store. And most of the time for the franchises, they have to go to training programs like at least once a month. Yeah, and there's a training store that is one of the franchises as well.
Right.
So I don't know if cigar stores do that or
Maybe, probably not.
that would probably help in furthering the business.
Yeah. That's why the franchises work, and that's why the other ones don't. Long term, at least, in my opinion. Okay.
Next.
Some more Davidoff. Davidoff opened the 2 stores around a decade ago when the company was in period of major investment, including expanding its American store. At one point, there were 9 Davidoff at Geneva since 1911 stores in America, but the last 5 years have seen that number continue to shrink. In 2021, the company-owned flagship store in Atlanta was closed. In 2022, the Borshowitz family rebranded the Davidoff flagship store in operation at Tampa to a Corona cigar company. Blah, blah, blah. And one yellow trailer that is crossing. Oh, that joke didn't work. All right, I got a shop of the week. Look, I cut something out. So,
Got it.
So there's still stores overseas, though, because they originated overseas? Is that what we're talking about?
these are all just the American stores. There's been no mention, but I believe I think there's one in Hong Kong that I've been to. I'm pretty sure.
I think, look, Davidoff is one of the most successful brands in the industry. The challenge is, though, like, how do you continue to grow? So you look into becoming direct to consumer. You have these retail locations, and that's where things kind of get sloppy, right? Things aren't working out the way that they predicted it. And, the online access makes sense because you can have your regular consumer that doesn't care about that customer service just log in, buy their whatever, and then move on. I just don't think that that's a great channel as far as growth is concerned. It's just more of a sustainability.
Yeah, just maintain it.
You need your retailers to continue to grow your brand.
Right.
And you need their level of customer service to take care of their consumers. So until you partner with someone that has that ability, and, it's got to make sense, obviously, because in Tampa, they had it, and they severed ways.
Right.
Obviously, that meant, in my opinion, that means that the deal didn't make sense, right? Hey,
There's been rumors about on both sides on whose decision it was, who pulled away from.
Yeah, whatever the case, and that's irrelevant. The reality is that if it would have worked, if it was successful for both parties, they would still be doing it, and they're not.
Sure,
So,
do the other ones only carry, like the one in Hong Kong only carried Davidoff stuff? It wasn't a very big place,
right?
But you could only buy Davidoff cigars there. It's not. I mean, they didn't even have.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the sustainability is just not there with just Davidoff cigars.
But like the Corona one doesn't.
Right, they had everything.
They had everything.
I think that a lot of Davidoff stores. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe the corporate stores only still carry Davidoff. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that would be the problem because that's a higher level cigar. There's a certain clientele you have to have. J Dub's not walking into a Davidoff store every day.
New York makes sense.
Sitting there with Pete and Ricky.
I think that they would still have other products on the shelf. I think that they would.
Yeah, I don't think you could just do Davidoff.
I think they'd have other products.
I've never seen them. I don't know how big they are or anything.
Yeah.
Like that one in Hong Kong was. I mean, it wasn't the size of this room.
Right. Okay. So what's the shop of the week?
Shop of the week: Castillo Mobile Cigars in South Carolina.
Oh.
We've reestablished connections with Mr. Brown.
And we're looking to support and help.
Yes.
Any way we
whichever
can.
way possible.
Thank you. And do you have a listener?
No, you were so kind to come up with one last week. Maybe you could do it again.
I have a listener of the week.
You did last week.
Oh. Okay, I will tell you my listener. My listener of the week is
Bong.
Houston Sway.
Oh.
Yes.
Out of Colorado.
Yes. My dear friend, Mr. Sway, who I'll be on his podcast.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I've already done his podcast.
Oh, how'd you do?
He is an excellent show. He does a good job.
It's an excellent show.
Yeah.
Okay. I will be on there on the 20th.
Good for you.
Wow. There you go. All right. Anything else to add?
That's it. So we got this week.
All right. We got a lot of work to do with this upcoming week. We got this merch that we're about to launch, this new website that we're about to launch. We're very excited. We're going to do everything that we can in our power to get it done and live and running next week. So we look forward.
Another announcement next week.
We look forward to the announcement of the announcement, and keep in touch.
The announcement of the announcement.
All right, everybody.
All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.
See you on the Patreon. Bye.
Welcome to the Cigar Hustler Podcast, the show brought to you commercial-free.
But a massive shout out to our amazing patrons on the Patreon.
Thanks to your unwavering support, we're able to do unfiltered, unbiased opinions. All things cigars, personalities in the cigar world.
Your backing makes it possible for us to keep it real.
Our listeners, cheers to you.
If you would like to become a Patreon member, go to www.patreon.com and search the Cigar Hustler Podcast. That one up.